planted by the water, we shall not be moved.
Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the people don't stop. Say what? We got sold out. Banks got bailed out.
These are pre-revolutionary times. Discontent is so high that this could only be called pre-revolution. But my question is, what kind of a revolution are you trying to make? Are you making a revolution that's going to create a better society, or are you creating a revolution of good feelings? Because a revolution of good feelings is no revolution that I want to be a part of. I want to change this country for the better. I'm a high school teacher in Brooklyn. I mean, a lot of my kids, man, they come from really bad situations. Occupy Wall Street is so resistant to the notion of political action. The problem is, look around you and you see it. There's Democratic Party agents in here. There's all kinds of people carrying Obama signs and the rest of it, right? The idea here is they're trying to hijack the movement. They're trying to infiltrate the movement, all of these things. But the way that you do it, the way that you prevent them, is by making the demands that no Democrat or Republican agent could ever support.
Occupy Wall Street, we shall not be moved, just like a tree planted by the water.
Tax the wealth.
Right? I got the numbers right here.
Well, whatever. That's still not going to be a Tobin tax is not going to be sufficient to do that.
It's going to generate between 10 and
$30
$30
trillion.
$30
Come to the debate. That's what the debate is about today. Okay.
Yeah. The debate at the General Assembly?
Well, this is on the agenda for tonight.
How many minutes do you think?
A discussion and vote about the demand for public work. So why don't you read it and we'll talk about it when you
So you're just on a soapbox, you don't want to have a conversation.
I've got to pan these out. We're organizing.
Goodbye.
Okay?
The creation of political program is a science, right? The idea of addressing the problems of society and coming up with concrete solutions to them is something that most people can't do. I don't presume to sound like an egomaniac about that, because I don't understand everything. But the basics of how you do this, I do get.
This world is ours. Yay!
One of the concerns that I've had and that other people have had is that the General Assembly, it can get so wrapped up in process that now we're, what are we, almost 6 weeks into this, and we still don't have coherent demands. I mean, I have the demands on the Occupy Wall Street's website, which a lot of them are things I agree with, but they're conceptual, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that's what I was sort of concerned about.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, 6 weeks is a short time when you think of it. Not really a long time.
Not in an economic breakdown crisis. It's really not, when people are getting kicked out of their homes and people are losing their jobs.
But that was happening when Obama, took office almost 3 years ago.
I criticize Occupy a lot. But the best thing that they've done, the one good thing that they've done, I think, is to focus people's attention in the right place. Wall Street is where you need to be focusing your attention the whole time. Now, the criticism, of course, is they're not doing it in the right way. I'll tell you how to do it. I can help you. You have to be able to fight for real demands. That's what, in my opinion, Occupy misses.
We're here! We're clear! We're not going shopping!
Ending the Fed, getting an amnesty on all student debts, and a stop to all foreclosures as we had in the 1930s. And so this is something that I was hoping to sort of bring into Zuccotti Park and get into the general discussion here, along with a variety of other things. I don't know what your take on that might be.
Okay, I mean, I don't disagree with any of these things.
But so my question is, how is it that you really infuse these sort of things into the conversation here? Because the General Assembly, the ones that I've been to, oftentimes get wrapped up in these sort of lesser questions of the mechanics of everything.
You would want to take this to a specific working group. There's a think tank working group that this could potentially go to, or that would, I guess, probably be the ones. The demands group have sort of
faded away.
Those aren't really officially mandated groups anyway.
I did a whole teach-in just on that alone, the 1% Wall Street tax. Now they're taking it up. Revolutions are not protests. Protests are nothing. Protests are just a congregation of people based on common grievances. Revolutions are about seizing power.
People, please keep it moving. Thank you. planted by the water. We shall not be